Now I have to watch a film for an hour and a half. That's going to have copyright infringement. So I'll have to edit the clip to take it out anyway. I'm sure there was a faster way to do this. Could have just went through the windmill. Alright, yep. There are 2 left. I have one of them now. And then I hope the other one is in that Hall of the Mountain King area. Okay. Start there. God, this is going to be long. No. I have to make it look like a phallic symbol. Oh, here we go. Is there a puzzle behind it? No, that's like a door or something. So what colors am I also looking for? I don't remember if I got the green. I think I did. So the white? Maybe the white. And I think there was a brown from up above, or an orangey thing with the leaves. So orange and white, I have to keep an eye out for.
Know yourself as the open, empty, luminous presence.
Oh my God, longest video ever. This thing's going to be like 20 minutes.
Open, because you say yes unconditionally and indiscriminately to all appearances of the mind, body, and world.
I should go load up the dishwasher while this guy's talking.
Empty space. You have no mechanism inherent within you that can resist any appearance. We don't have to make this the case, it is already the case. Empty, because although you, I, this aware presence is aware of thoughts, sensations, and perceptions, it is not made out of a thought, a sensation, or a perception. It is made out of pure knowing or awareness. And luminous, because just like the sun, relatively speaking, that renders all objects seeable, so you, I, this open, empty presence, renders all experience knowable. In fact, we don't really see objects, relatively speaking, illumined by the sun. We just see reflections or modulations of the sun's light, appearing as a multiplicity and diversity of color.
Multiplicity is a great movie.
In the same way, we don't really know the objects of the mind, body, and the world. We just know our knowing of them. All we know, all that is known, is the knowing of experience. And you are that knowing. All that is ever known is a modulation of our own knowing presence, modulating itself in the form of thinking, sensing, and perceiving, and seeming to become a mind, a body, and a world. But we never actually know a mind, a body, and a world as they are normally conceived. We just know our knowing of them. And this knowing, the substance of our experience, the only substance of our experience, is ourself. In other words, we know ourself alone. Awareness knows nothing other than itself. Be knowingly this open, empty, luminous presence of awareness. We don't need to do anything special.
That blue screen
to make this happen.
Is way too
Above
solid
all, we don't have to manipulate the mind
not be part of a circle somewhere.
In any way whatsoever to be this presence of awareness.
But there's no blue.
This presence of awareness, which is simply our,
Just the sky.
what we refer to when we say I.
Oh, it plays on the back wall? Really? I didn't notice that before. The video is playing on the back wall too?
Check this in your own experience.
I didn't notice that. So, is there...
Store of knowledge.
Oh, this might be what the white was.
And just within the limits of language,
Maybe it clicks in there.
experience. Ask yourself, other than now.
I'll have to try that next. I thought that white circle, though, might have been higher, so it might not be that. I don't
Try
know.
to experience the not now. Experience
I didn't know that it played through the other side.
to which this thought refers.
Not that it matters. How much is done? Oh my goodness. Well, that was 1, 2, 3 lines.
Step into the past, and you go
And there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more.
But what about you?
And that was probably 5 minutes. This is a half-hour video.
Really try to go there to make sure that this is not just an interesting...
And I don't want to just dismiss it and walk away and not watch it. Hey, the blue went out. Hey, it came back. And that's out again.
That the past and the future are never experienced.
I mean, if I'm waiting for spots to put it into the environmental puzzle, I can always rewind.
And
but
if the past and the future are never actually experienced, they are only
I don't want to
thought
just
about.
not watch the
And that
video.
thought about the past and the future is always now. If this past and future are never experienced, what does that say about time?
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Time is a movement between a non-existent past towards a non-existent future. It's a theory, a necessary and valid theory, but a theory that doesn't refer to the reality of our experience. Nobody has ever or could ever experience time. When I say nobody, I mean yourself, awareness, the only one that knows or is aware.
What about a black hole? Are you done
And I
talking?
arrived off the plane from London in Washington, D.C. last weekend before coming here. The friend who picked me up asked me how the flight was, and she said, how long did it take? And I experienced thought being cranked up like an old motor, a little resistant to get going. And for a moment, I could feel the cogs of thought almost moving, trying to work out how much time the flight had taken.
No, you just answered her
Because
question.
in my experience, it had been now all the way.
You just said like 7 hours, the end.
I had never left London. London had left me. I had never got onto an aeroplane, a flow of sensations and perceptions that thought abstracts and calls a body in an aeroplane, flowed through me. And I never arrived in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. arrived in me, or at least the cluster of perceptions that thought calls Washington, D.C. arrived in me.
That's a very
In the same way,
egocentric
nobody
way of saying
ever
it.
walked into this room, and nobody is sitting on a chair, and nobody is listening to a talk. A colourful flow of sensations and perceptions appears in awareness. But awareness never goes anywhere or does anything. It is always here and now, not here a place and now a time. Here, this dimensionless, now this timeless presence of our own being. That is our experience, whether we recognize it or not.
Well, you still like to have reference points. That's why we use time.
Now the mind may feel a little rebellious when it hears this.
I'm feeling
may say
rebellious
yes,
about why
yes,
I had to watch
yes,
a 20-minute
that's
video.
true.
Oh wait,
But
it's not really 20 minutes.
There
It's
is an undeniable
indeterminate amount of
continuity
time.
to my experience. And this undeniable continuity would seem to be evidence of time.
Fix your microphone.
Where does this felt sense of continuity come from? All we know of the mind is the current thought or image. And thoughts and images are intermittent. The body is known through sensation, and all sensations are intermittent. All we know of the world is perception, that is, sights, sounds, tastes, textures, and smells. In fact, nobody has ever experienced a world as such, a world as it is normally conceived to be.
Well, I
We
guess
just
I'm
know the
never
current
getting back to
perception.
the
And all perception
cavern
is
puzzles tonight.
intermittent. So if the so-called mind, body, and are intermittent, from where does this felt sense of continuity come from? It comes from the only thing, if we can call it a thing, that is truly continuous, or in fact not continuous, but ever present now in our experience, and that is our own being, the presence of awareness. The presence of awareness is the only thing that is known to be ever present. Now the mind knows nothing of awareness because the mind only knows apparent objects. So when the mind looks at experience to find what it is that accounts for continuity, it cannot see awareness. And so it manufactures a substance called time to account for the continuity of experience. In other words, continuity in time is what eternity looks like when viewed through the narrow slit of the mind. Permanence in space is what the infinite, unlimited nature of awareness looks like when viewed through the narrow slit of the mind. Continuity and permanence are pale reflections at the level of the mind of the true, eternal and infinite nature of awareness, that is, of our self.
You done talking?
What else can we say about ourself from our actual experience? Which means right now, what can we know for certain about ourself? Not what thought may tell us about ourself, but what we actually know in this moment, derived only from our experience of ourself. Ask yourself, can I, this open, empty, knowing presence, can I be agitated?
This one is going to have an environmental puzzle tied to it.
Thought
Maybe the one where you go up top with the orange, because this video is so long.
The body
Gives you time to
can
go.
Be agitated. The world can be agitated. But what about you? The one that knows the apparent mind, body, and world. Can you, this open, empty presence, be agitated? See, in your experience right now, that you are, and this of course is just an image, are like an open, empty space, such as the space of this room. Nothing that appears within this room can agitate it. We are all sitting peacefully now, but if we were to stand up and start dancing or fighting, would the space of this room become agitated? You are like that. You, I, the presence of awareness, are undisturbable, imperturbable. We don't need to become imperturbable, and this undisturbability of ourself is not dependent upon the condition of the mind. Right now, you, awareness, are utterly imperturbable, and for this reason, another name for ourself is peace. Peace is not a quality that ourself has, it is what ourself is. Not peace of mind. Minds are more or less agitated. This peace that passeth understanding, that is not of the mind. It doesn't have to be sought. It is not hiding in the background of experience. This very awareness that is seeing, hearing, knowing, is pure peace itself, shining in all experience, however apparently agitated that experience may be. Ask yourself, can I, this presence of awareness, ever lack something? Thoughts can say that something is missing. Feelings can say that something is missing. But what about you? Without referring to thought or feeling, is there the slightest motive in you to avoid the now and replace it with the not now?
Jonathan Blow is working on his new game now, if you're interested. Ooh, yes I am.
See that in yourself, this presence of awareness, there is not the slightest impulse or possibility to avoid the now. And what do we call this absolute absence of resistance?
I still have all of the Mountain King in my head. Yeah, me too. I'm going to have it in my head for 3 days.
Of resisting what is.
And then obviously the next time I play this,
what is not. What is the common name?
I'll get it stuck in my head again. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be determined enough to want to finish that section, so I'm going to keep doing it until I get it.
The now and seeking.
Oh wow! What is this?
By happiness, of course, I do not mean a pleasant state of the mind.
I obviously have it muted, but
I mean this absolute impossibility of ourself ever to.
Is this him actually building the game live
what is
via stream?
And to seek what is not. So happiness, like peace, is just another name for ourself.
Wow, that's crazy.
It is not a quality that ourself
What's
has.
It say?
It is what ourself is.
Cinder of the Sinking Star? Is that what that says? Is that the name of the game? Is that a level that he's working on?
What else can we say for certain based on this current experience?
Him and his team.
About ourselves.
That's kind of crazy. I've never watched anybody building a game before. Is this really what it looks like? I thought it would be more.
When I was driving here,
Order of the Sinking Star is the working title.
Here.
Oh.
The day before
Order.
yesterday.
Yeah, it's not CI. CIN.
In the airport in San Francisco.
On my screen up in the corner, it's very small, so
in the
couldn't really read it.
Wing mirror of the passenger seat, and I noticed the words inscribed at the bottom of the wing mirror. And they said, "Objects in the mirror are closer than you think."
Than you think?
A statement of pure non-duality.
Huh.
Objects.
The visuals are coming along, but get much better over time. I don't think this level is done visually.
Than we think.
This is more the code screen.
How close to a mirror?
This is what I'm expecting to see. There was a typo in there. He had nothing was spelled wrong.
Are there in fact two things?
This.
One.
What he's doing now with typing the code, this is crazy.
And two, the mirror. Or is it all just mirror? All we know of the apparent mind is the experience of thinking. And thinking is just a modulation of yourself, a modulation of knowing or awareness. All we know of the apparent body is the experience of
I actually
sensing.
will just have his coding streams on sometimes in the background. It's strangely calming to watch him just type away. This is wild. I have it muted because obviously I have my game going, but is he talking at the same time?
The experience of seeing, hearing, touching,
is the team like communicating with one another?
These are all modulations of knowing, modulations of ourself. In other words, we never truly know a mind or a body.
Yes, he's
or
talking
world.
through this whole thing. It's just
These
him
labels are
bug
just
fixing.
abstractions
This is crazy.
that
This is
thought
like watching
superimposes
just.
on the intimacy
It's like the
of our
Matrix.
experience.
It's just wild.
From the point of view of experience.
And he'll give
which
chat
is the only
people credit
real
in the
point
game
of
if they
view.
help him. That's awesome.
Experience is much closer.
How many people are streaming that
Much
right now?
more intimate. So close
320?
as to not admit the possibility of two things. One, myself, awareness.
Is that what that
and
number
two,
means?
the object that I know.
53,000 followers. This is crazy.
Even
so is this
that
him
is an
testing the level
abstraction.
right now? I
It
mean,
may
look
be
at
a
the solution
useful
to his level.
stepping stone.
Oh, is that what this is? The solution?
A halfway
okay.
understanding to conceive of thoughts, sensations, and perceptions arising in awareness. But nothing arises in awareness. The only substance of all
currently
experience,
testing
the
level
only
playback.
substance of
So
thinking,
that
sensing,
the game
and
is
perceiving is already awareness.
much more simple, it seems like, obviously. Is the whole game this isometric overhead puzzler? If we recorded an untimed test and it didn't abort due to untimed falling.
A subject that knows and an object that is known.
Then there's no time falling.
Take now the experience of
Sokoban
hearing.
box pushing with other mechanics
Go to the sound
thrown
of
in.
the air conditioning. Forget about the labels sound.
It seems a little bit
our only knowledge
smaller
of the apparent
in comparison to something like The Witness or
hearing.
Braid.
How close does hearing take place to you? 5 meters away? 10 meters away? Refer only to your experience, not to what thought tells you.
It's going to be one of the
sound.
longest and largest games ever
hearing?
published. Really?
Is it close? Intimate? And in the experience
hundreds of
of hearing,
oh
can you
my
find
goodness.
two parts? One part
Wow.
that hears, and
He
another
just likes
part
torturing
that is heard.
people.
Or is it just one seamless, intimate substance?
What's he doing
called
now? Fix the test
self?
fall for automatic door revive. Yeah, I mean, it's just... How long has he been working on this game?
And what about this
It
room?
looks like it's, you know,
Thought says,
if he already has hundreds of levels,
the
it looks like
inside
it's
self
pretty far
in here
along in the process.
sees the room,
4 to
the
5
outside
years.
world out there.
Jeez.
But what does experience say? All we know of the apparent room is the experience of seeing. Remove seeing, and the room vanishes. In other words, we don't know
somebody's
the
commenting
room.
about how big this game is.
We just know the experience of seeing.
How many games has he had published?
Does seeing take place 5, 10, 15 meters away
You can see
from
on
yourself?
YouTube his first demo of his Epiphysis coding
Or is
language he
seeing
created from scratch.
utterly
Jeez.
intimate. And can you find two parts
Braid,
to
the Witness,
experience of
basically.
seeing?
Oh, he didn't do anything else,
One
just the
part
two?
that sees,
This is going to be his third?
and another part that is seen? Or is it just one seamless, intimate substance?
These kind of guys don't get enough credit, pretty much. Yeah, this is just unreal.
And what is the name, the common name we give to the absolute intimacy of all experience?
You know, the big studios
called
with dozens
love.
of people and programmers and renderers and all of that get all the
Love.
the
is
hoopla,
most
and then there's this guy just
familiar
coding away
experience that we
all
know.
night.
The collapse or dissolution of the sense
And this game's probably going to
of
be
a
great.
self in here and an object, other or world out there. The collapse of this sense of separateness,
I hope it's not
distance, otherness,
religious
not me-ness.
or anti-religious
call
or
love.
whatever this game is, and it doesn't have 30-minute video clips. Hey, this clip is almost done.
Love is just another name for non-duality. If we call it non-duality,
it's been wild to see how primitive it started to see it now coming together.
In the world.
Who does all the
interested in it?
The visual renderings
or peace
and like the 3D
happiness,
models? He doesn't do the 3D modeling, does he?
Us are interested in it. So why is it, if love, peace, happiness,
he's hired a team of people
of a
for
natural condition of all experience,
that'd be crazy,
the substance out of which all experience is made, how is it that it seems not to be experienced?
I'm sure he gives them his ideas and whatnot, and they draw and render and everything, 3D model what he wants.
It is because of a single thought that rises in awareness, made only of awareness, which imagines that awareness shares the limits of the thoughts, feelings, and sensations that appear within it. It is like imagining that a mirror shares the limits of the objects that appear in it. With that thought alone, the ever-present,
somebody said there's a great anniversary edition
awareness, which
that you can get
is
now?
what we are, seems
what's the difference?
To acquire or take on the apparent limits of the body and the mind. Just as the screen seems to take on the limits of an image when a film begins. As a result of this imaginary collapse,
anniversary edition has
or
new levels, I think, in commentary, all that available on new platforms.
Eternal
oh wow!
Awareness into a body and a mind. These qualities of love, peace, and happiness are seemingly
anniversary.
veiled.
Is it? What would it be? Is it?
And it is for this reason that the
15
self,
years, 10 years,
the separate self that thought imagines us to be,
is it a 10-year anniversary?
Is always, by definition, on a search in the imaginary outside world.
2 errors.
For the apparently lost love, peace, and happiness.
Not sure. What is this?
However, this imaginary inside self cannot, by definition, find the love that it seeks, because its
guess these are
presence,
sprites,
its apparent presence,
for lack of a better term,
is the veiling of that love.
All what it looked like to start, the flat boxes.
All the separate self seeks is love. In fact,
so it just starts with like the grid.
That searches.
He has a test area. And it's testing out these. Are these
seeking,
objects that are in the game, or are these like instructions?
All this seeking ever wants.
Are they like actions?
Is love. But love is the dissolution of
objects,
this seeking,
effects.
the dissolution of this imaginary self. In other words, the separate self that seeks love is like a moth that seeks a flame.
What the hell is that?
The flame is all the moth wants.
Fade and period. Oh my
God.
God.
But it is the only thing it cannot have.
In death.
Because as the moth touches the flame, it dies.
Leave the burst on. It looked cool. I don't even know what that's for.
Flame. It becomes the flame as it touches
This is insane. No wonder it takes so long.
Way of finding love by dying.
Yeah, he'll like write a whole editing interface on stream in 1 week.
The solution of the separate self is the experience of love.
This is batshit crazy to me. And I mean, like, I went to school, 20-some years ago for computer-aided drafting and drawing and rendering and, 3D, blah, blah. it's nothing like this anymore. And even this now blows my mind on what I'm even seeing.
So simply
it's just a completely different universe.
Knowingly, this open, empty, luminous presence of awareness, whose inherent nature is love, peace,
and then going into code editing. The coding
love,
is
peace,
crazy.
And happiness that is in the background of experience that has to be sought, but that is shining in full view at the heart of all
I always felt like I was
experience is made out of
coding whatever. Yeah, it's all insane, unreal. It really is. Way back in DOS 3.1 and stuff, having to type all the instructions, like I just felt like, oh, I'm a genius, look at that. And it's not even remotely close. You would edit an auto exec bat and feel like a genius. Your sound card works perfectly. Is this guy done talking now? Can I progress? What's his name? John Blow? Is that his name? Jonathan Blow. I want to see what this guy looks like. Oh, thank God the video's over. I didn't hear an applause. American video game designer. That's what this dude looks like. Okay. 54. Went to Cal and dropped out of Berkeley. Huh. This guy just sitting in the room, making a game. He's quite the personality, very opinionated. Is he really? In a good or a bad way? Is he opinionated like Elon Musk is opinionated? And the character? Although he's a Cali guy, so probably not. Probably the exact opposite. Oh yeah, not afraid to take a stance either way, not as over the top as Musk, more intellectual. Is he as socially awkward as Elon? Because Elon might be the most socially awkward person on the face of the earth. Next to Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg might have him beat. I'm going to have to watch an interview or something with him. Agreed. No, Blow is more introverted probably. Yeah, I'm going to have to see what he's all about. And I mean, I'm almost done with this game, and I still don't know the vibe that it's actually giving off with the religious. I can't tell if it's supposed to be like an anti-religion or an atheist or an agnostic kind of, thing behind it. But there's definitely, this whole game is full of that. And I'm sure that's very personal to him. I think he's more anti-religion or agnostic from what I know of him. That would make sense, because this game really, it doesn't feel religious. It feels not necessarily anti-religious, just more of the scientific, agnostic kind of way. But it definitely has that feeling of what his beliefs are is in the game. He'd be more about let's talk about it and what are the facts. Yeah, that's what it seems like that's kind of what these videos down here in the theater have kind of been referencing, a couple of those interviews with those guys, which I think I saw that guy, one of those guys recently on a meme or a reel or something. I meant to look him up because he looked like, which guy did he look like? He looked like, not that guy.
Why things change is the key to...
No, not that guy either. It was a guy standing on stage, I think. Not that. That sucked. That I just did. Oh, that girl. I couldn't stand that interview. Maybe it was the first guy. I don't know. I thought I saw something with one of these people, and it instantly made me think to look it up. And of course, I forgot. Of course. Oh, that's it right there. James Burke. I think that was the guy. I don't even know what I saw. Let me look him up. James Burke. Yeah, that's him. Broadcaster, science historian, author, and television producer. He was one of the main presenters of the BBC One science series Tomorrow's World from 1965 to 71. I just saw him, oddly, in either a meme or a reel, something. A picture. I don't even remember what it was. And I distinctly remember seeing the name James Burke. And I thought, oh, is that the guy from one of those clips in The Witness? It turns out it is. And I have no recollection of what it was that I even saw. But I meant to look it up because I'm like, I swear I know that guy. Is that the guy from Witness? Like, yes, it is. He's right there.
That's easier to take, isn't it? Understandable. Got people in it. This scientific knowledge is hard to take.
I did the green one. That's the white one.
Opinion.
Come back. That's the white one. Or is it like right there?
This stuff's easier to take, isn't it? Understandable. Got people in it.
Nice. Yeah. Do these show behind also? Yes, they do.
And the reason why so many people...
I think this is the one where I want the white.
Thanks to science and technology.
Which is the one that has the... Oh, it's right there. So I'll just set that like that. Yeah, that's why it wouldn't click before. I could only click the thing, but it wouldn't go anywhere, wouldn't light up. Cool. Okay. So the only other one that I need, I think, that I know I need is the one up above with, I guess it's orange leaves, and it's like the full left half of the circle. It's the green. I don't think it's in this video. Unless it's part of the book. That book.
This. Know what it is?
No, there's no orange. Already did that. That's all black and white. That's this guy. There's nothing there. And then her. Ugh. Ugh. She bothered me.
That's what my teacher said.
So, I guess that had to be the first one or the one I'm missing. Let's see. Can't believe that guy's on Twitch just building a game. Okay, so it's... Where does the end of that go? Probably all the way to there. So it's going to be on the right side of the screen, and it's going to be kind of orange, and it's the entire circle. It's the whole thing. Well, let's see if I have a video for it. Might be the one I'm missing. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Ask yourself.
Well, it certainly wouldn't be his head. Could it be the book? No, because there's not a circle. It's kind of a circle at the bottom, but his hand's in the way. Would it be the book here? Maybe. Could be. It's not the Mona Lisa. It's not the beginning. Alright, let's try the book. Which way does it go? This way. So, how long is...
Well.
Okay, I might need that time to get there. No, then again, maybe not. I could see his face.
The key to why things change is the key to everything. How easy is it for knowledge to spread? And that in the past, the people who made change happen were the people who had that knowledge, whether they were craftsmen or kings. Today, the people who make things change, the people who have that knowledge, are the scientists and the technologists who are the true driving force of humanity. And before you say, what about the Beethovens and the Michelangelos? Let me suggest something with which you may disagree violently. That at best, the product...
Maybe I should have started the video a little further along.
Philosophy, politics, music, literature are interpretations of the world that tell you more about the guy who's talking than about the world he's talking about. Second-hand views of the world made third-hand by your interpretation of it. Things like that.
Yes! I love how it started to... Oh, that's awesome. I love how it started to give off the little pixie dust flashing before it was even there. Like, oh, you're almost there. Yes. That was cool. Yeah, that was awesome.
And the reason why so many people may be thinking about throwing away...
I love that. Edit, like, as soon as the frame hit, it worked. That was awesome. Okay, well... Oh, God. I'm glad you can still hear the video down here. Let me go through what I'm missing. Obviously, a ton of environmental puzzles, but whatever. I need the other theater piece, which I'm going to assume is after these time trials. I have nothing else to do other than environmental puzzles. So I kind of have to do this. Other than the secret ending, which I'm definitely not going there again until I know for certain that I have the rest of this stuff done. Because that seemed like a dead end, an end game. So I guess Hall of the Mountain King it is. And whatever the first song is. I recognize the first song, but I don't know the name of it. Alright. I can do this for a little bit. I can try this for maybe a half hour and see what happens. Hopefully I don't get frustrated. The first song is called Anitra's Dance. I recognize it, I don't know the title. Who does it? I don't remember who does Hall of the Mountain King. That's not Weber. Weber's not the right name. That's what's the guy who does Ride of the Valkyries? Something with a W. And I think he does War, or not War. What's the God of War? I'm going off on a tangent. It's from the same music suite as Mountain King. The suite is called Peer Gynt, I believe. Peer Gynt. Ah. I've always liked Hall of the Mountain King. That's always been one of my favorites. TSO does a great rendition of Hall of the Mountain King, which originally was done by Savatage, which is TSO, what they became. Alright, here we go. Let's do some Anitra's Dance and Hall of the Mountain King. Come on, may the luck be with me. Good start. Wow, okay. I didn't even have to do that, but alright. Oh, God. Wait a sec. This one's not solvable. Fail on purpose. You know what? No. Full reset. Full reset. Oh, did I not click it? No, I did. Why is it not playing? can do a quick reset by entering the menu instead of running all the way back to the record player. You mean just hit pause? Are there any dots? No, it's just a puzzle. Alright, okay. Ah, this one has dots. And I'm going to have to separate those. Okay. Okay. Come on, don't screw me over now. I have to go. Oh, there are dots too. I didn't see them. Okay. Is this one not solvable? I feel like. Yeah, I can't get that dot. And then is there a dot there? I can't see. So wait. Can do a quick reset by entering the menu instead of running all the way back to the record player. So like if I just hit start right now, did it reset the whole thing? It did. Okay. Okay. Damn, that was a good run. But I have to go back to the record player to turn the music on anyway, right? So... In beta testing, they found an exploit with the menu during the challenge, so they added the menu auto abort as a fix. Ah. I would gladly take the exploit right now. So would I, yeah. Have you finished this section? Whatever this section is colloquially called. The challenge. Well, that's appropriate. This took me 2 weeks back in the day, but when I tried it last year, got it first try. I'm surprised you remembered how to do the puzzles. I forget after a week. There was a patch at some point that made the RNG easier. You mean it used to be harder than this? Used to be harder. Wow. Okay, that's just mean. I mean, this is hard enough. Was it just the time that they cut down? Or were the puzzles harder? Oh man, I can't do that. This is gonna be the death of me. Restart. Nope. Come on, go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Nope. Other side. Oh, I thought I had it. I might as well reset the run. That's too bad. This wasn't the greatest run ever, anyway. What the hell is that? In the first iterations in depth, they had a different song. It was much screechier and like a minute or so longer, but since release, the timing stayed the same, only the RNG was adjusted, as far as I know. Jonathan Blow is just mean. Can't even see how to do this. I have to reset the run. Damn it. I don't even think I'm reaching halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I assume those are the 3 that's over that sarcophagus area. So there's an additional 9. Hopefully there aren't any in that other room. So 9, there are 4 here. 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 17, I guess. Over the course of however long these 2 songs are. I could definitely use that longer song even if it's screechy. See, what? I guess I do it too fast. It doesn't play. The only way to know if you're halfway is to get to the end first. Do you mean it's actually like something's happening as I solve them? At that shrine area? Alright, come on. Which one are we doing first? Get this out of the way, that's fine. It's risky to read too much into anything I say about the game. Okay. Did I miss any black dots? No. Okay. 4 across. Just do your own thing and you'll be fine. We'll see about that. 1, 2. Oh, I can't put it there. I need to kill it. Yeah, I need to kill it. Oh, I not kill the whole run. Well, I get stuck on the wall. Nope. I can't even see him. Oh, it doesn't matter. I fail anyway. That's wrong. Whatever. I had to just reset. Yep, full reset. Man, I understand why it's called the challenge. Oh my god, there's a button to make it go faster. When did they put that into the game? Why is this one giving me so much trouble? Oh, okay, what am I doing? There's a button to make the line go faster. I mean, I know there's a button to run. I was wondering why you weren't draw sprinting. I didn't know you could do that. I knew you could do it with environmental puzzles. I didn't know you could do it with puzzles. I played the entire game and didn't even know that. Okay. I need a drink. You must have been so frustrated the whole game. I mean, well, sort of, but nothing's timed. So, like, it wasn't a problem until I ran into a few of those boat environmental puzzles where it seemed like I wasn't able to catch up fast enough, and then I found out that there was a way to go faster with it by using the sprint button. Well, the other sprint button. But I didn't know it worked in the puzzles. I never tried it. I only learned about it even working with the environmental puzzles maybe 2 playthroughs ago anyway, so... Okay. Well... Alright. Let's see how many times I get stuck now with a sprint button. Oh my god, this is like a different game. To be fair, people sprint so hard they miss all sorts of clues. Yeah. Wow. Wow. It does kind of almost get me in trouble, though, because if I go down a wrong path or start to go in the wrong direction, it's hard to recover. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time I want to do it, it has it blocked off. And then I have to think, and I never get it in time. You certainly are slamming into all the walls. Yeah, it's almost not worth it. I'm already done. I can't go up here. Just like everything else in the room, just takes time to get used to it. Are some of these puzzles unsolvable? I gotta restart. I'm way too far behind. I haven't seen you try a puzzle that was unsolvable. Okay. That last one really felt like I just could not figure out where the 4 went. No. Am I missing a black dot? I can't see. I don't think so, no. Ah, right off the bat, can't do what I want. Okay. I can't do that. I'm screwed. Whatever, get it wrong. Start over. It's an easy enough one to just reset. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. No! That's not going to work. That one's the one I'm on right now. It looks it. What happens if I just go to a different one? Will it reset? Oh, there's hold 'em up. This one feels unsolvable too. How am I supposed to close this off? I mean, like that. This one you can solve. That. There. No! I'm confused. Do I have to do this one again? Just not like that. Yeah, I figured that. Do I have to go do the other one first? What am I not seeing? I can go back to the last one and resolve it. I don't even know if I remember which one the last one was. Because it still has the light coming out of it, right? Because it didn't turn off. Was it the one on top? Was it this one? I don't even remember. No, it wasn't that one. It was this one, right? I mean, what? Yeah, it was that one. Wait, is only one of them solvable? Is only one of them solvable? Sadge? S-A-D-G-E? What does that mean? Oh, I didn't mean to hit X. No. Dodge a bullet there. Am I not seeing another black dot? Yeah, I'm not. Right there. Come on, come on, come on! Don't play Hall of the Mountain King already. Shit. Nope. I think I'm just doing the same thing I just failed at. Yep. Damn it. Damn it. This one I don't think is possible. No, maybe it is. I have no idea. Nope. Nope. This is a fail. Oh my God. You mean this is also a puzzle? So did I just get through there by luck? I didn't see if this wire was lit up. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I'm getting there with this. I'm starting to feel a little optimistic about it. I'm going to give this a couple more goes and then I'm going to go to bed, but I'm enjoying this. Man, the Hall of the Mountain King really... Wow. Talk about the pressure. Oh, there it is. I knew there was another black dot I couldn't see. Alright, screw it. I don't have time for this. No, I put it the wrong way. Stupid. Ah! Oh my goodness. Just fail. Why am I so bad at these? God, I turned into an absolute idiot with these. There we go. Uh-oh, there's Mountain King. Oh, is it? No, not quite. Now it is. Ew. No. No. Damn it. Oh, this isn't happening. Hey, as we're flashing with the music. I must... be missing something with walking through that area. There has to be a certain way to walk through here that lets the next puzzle start up. What would it be? I don't know. I don't know. But that's probably the last go I'm going to get tonight. I feel pretty good about that. I feel good where I'm at now. I will leave it staring right at that, so I know exactly what I'm doing, like I'm going to forget, because Hall of the Mountain King is going to be stuck in my head now for the next 4 days. But at least I know where I am, and that's where I'm going to continue next time. And I don't know, maybe next time will be the last time I stream this. Oh. Yeah, right. That's probably wishful thinking, but we'll see. But thanks everybody for coming, and I will see you that next time.